currently have 50 city crews out responding to the priority 1 routes, and they will keep going through the priority 1 routes for the duration of the event. So as long as it keeps snowing, you'll see all crews go through here. We've augmented this by 37 contract units as well, so there's a total of 87 units out there right now dealing with the snow. We've made some changes based on the anticipated response. We knew we were going to see some serious accumulation. So downtown, for example, you'll see that we'll start moving the snow in the center of the right-of-way rather than to the sides, so that in case we need to remove it later in the week, we're ready to go for that. Additionally, we have assigned 2 units to the transit system, and they'll be perusing Highway 33 and Highway 97 on a continuous basis to follow the MOTI crews to make sure that the bus pull-outs and pull-ins remain accessible at all times. And those are some of the things that we're doing right now. So we are fully stocked with sand. So we got 3,000 tons of sand on hand. We're full of calcium, magnesium, but also full of salt. So from a material perspective, no issues there. Currently, there is only 2 units out of service. The fleet team is working very hard to get those back online as quick as we possibly can. The fleet team has been working since 3 a.m. and we've put some serious time on the unit. So,
are you happy with the jump you got on it overnight?
Yes, absolutely. And again, like this is one of these forecasts of events that we could accurately forecast. So when we can be prepared like this, and we actually prepared for 15 to 25 centimeters of snow up to this point, it helps, it makes all the difference versus the systems that come in from the northwest and kind of seem to surprise everybody, including us at times. Basically, priority 1 are your major thoroughfares through and in town. So Gordon, Richter, Enterprise, Clement, those are the main ones that we keep circling back to make sure that they remain passable. And it's predominantly for emergency vehicles, emergency access, transit, etc., etc. When it snows, we're out doing the P1, so don't expect us in your neighborhoods, don't expect us in your cul-de-sacs. This year we've made a change, so we're going out to the cul-de-sacs early. So tonight we'll be dispatching 10 contracted units to go out to the cul-de-sacs and preemptively start cleaning the cul-de-sacs. So we're trying to up the service levels a little bit over there. But it's really, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. If you are out, drive for the conditions, make sure that your vehicle is set up to deal with these conditions. And the on-street parking. Tonight, the parking ban for the snow routes comes into effect at 23:59. Really work with your neighbors, work with your tenants to get as many vehicles as possible off the road. This allows us to come in and clear curb to curb. And then once the event is done, there's actually benefits to all the homeowners. So really, let us help you to do a better job. Right?
You mentioned the private contractors getting to cul-de-sac. Should anyone living in a cul-de-sac expect that tonight, or just some?
Over the next span of 24 hours. I forgot how many cul-de-sacs we have. There is a significant amount, but there's 10 crews that will be going cul-de-sac to cul-de-sac. So if you park normally on the cul-de-sac on the road, please move your vehicle onto your driveway. If you have hockey nets or basketball hoops sitting there, please move them onto your yard so that the guys can come through really quickly and clean it out efficiently.
Do you get a lot of complaints during an event like this?
Right now it's been quiet because it's snowing, and I think people are aware of what's going on and what the effort is that the crews are putting out on the road. Typically the complaints start coming in when it stops snowing, and we get complaints 4 to 6, 8 hours after. It's like, hey, we haven't been there. And realistically, we still could be in full priority 1 response. So reminder for everybody, once it stops snowing, that's when the clock starts. 8 hours for P1s, 12 hours for P2s, and for up to 48 hours for P3 routes.